We've been great. The past few weeks here, I think we've been locked in every day, really bought into Coach's scout and whatever the coaches say. And, we've really taken pride in our defense and haven't looked too far ahead. We've always just been focused on the next game. And I think that's really what's helped us play so well these past few weeks.
What can you say about what the coach has done this season? He has more wins against nationally ranked opponents than any other coach in K-State history.
He's an awesome coach, even better person. And I think all of us buying into it, the leadership that we have on the team, I think with the coaching, I think it makes it pretty easy just for us to go out and play hard. And it doesn't matter who we're coming out against. We know we're gonna bring it every game.
I think you guys have really closed well in the second half lately. What's been the difference from the first half to the second half?
I think a lot of it has to do with our defense, just getting stops. But when we get stops, especially for some reason in the second half, we're getting out in transition a lot more, getting some easy ones. I know even in Texas, our rebounding was a lot better second half. So getting those rebounds, pushing up to our guards. Our guards are hard to stop in transition. So a lot of that has just to do with defense, I think.
What does the staff preach in practice as far as transition and looking for your opportunities?
Everyone knows that we're really good in transition. We got a lot of athletes that can run the floor, jump high, and finish through everything. So, we know we're at our best in transition, and so the major thing they're saying is just box out, rebound, and push the ball up the floor. The ball moves fast when you're passing instead of dribbling. So, pass up the floor, make the right passes, and read the defense. And if you got an opportunity, just be aggressive with it.
How'd you connect with Sean Williams on the pass you got in transition the other night and the dunk that you converted?
Sean saw me the whole time. He looked at me like 3 times down the court. But I knew he was going to throw it. I didn't know when. But when he came down, the backside guy that was in front of me moved up. I don't know if he just didn't see me. And Sean just, made the pass, and I was wide open. So you got to give a lot of credit to Sean right there. He had everyone draw it towards him, and he made the right pass.
It's been 7 days since Barry scored 20 points in a game. In the last 4 meetings against Iowa State, he scored 20 points each time. Is he due for a 20-point performance Saturday?
I think so. I wouldn't promise anything, but the ways Barry's been playing, he's been playing unbelievable lately. I think he's gonna have a good game. Even if he doesn't score 20, he's gonna make the right plays, and people are gonna step up, and we'll be fine as long as we play hard, play how we've been playing the past few weeks. Just stay defensively locked in, and if he gets 20 points, which I think he will, I think we'll be great.
Is there something against Iowa State that favors Barry and his playmaking ability?
I don't know. I really don't know. Barry, he's a great player, and I don't know what it is. He's made big plays against every Big 12 team, so I don't think there's anything against Iowa State or anything. I think him just being aggressive, and especially with us getting out in transition past couple years, he's benefited from that a lot. So,
if I can get both your opinions on this, it seemed like both against Texas and Baylor, the intensity level was maybe a little bit higher for both teams, especially those guys seem to play you a little bit harder than some other teams have. Have you noticed teams maybe gunning for you a little bit more now that you are in first place?
Being in first place, it's a big target. Everybody wants to play their best against the first place team. I think that's just why everybody come out and play hard against us.
Yeah, I think that's. First place team, everyone's chasing that, and so it's a big opportunity, especially when other teams are playing against us, to come out, play their best, and they beat us. It's a big win for them.
Does that get you guys jacked up a little more too, knowing that now people are looking to do their best?
Even when we weren't first, the past few years, every time the first team place comes in, you always think you got to play better than you have. For some reason, you always come out and play really good and give it your all. And being in first right now, we know every team's coming for us, and they want a piece of us. So we know that, and that makes us got to stay a little more disciplined, just 1% better from everyone, just so because every team's giving their best shot at us. So we just got to come out and be a little more locked in every game.
This season, it seems like every team has dealt with issues, yourselves included, but how you guys have been able to sort of fight your way through it where other teams maybe have stumbled a little bit. How big is your guys' experience? How big a factor is that in?
You know, I think it's a big part of our team, especially just our experience. You know, we got a lot of older guys that have been through everything before, and you know, I think last year benefited us a lot. I mean, from the injuries and missing people, really taught us, you know, it's next person up, next guy up kind of mentality. Injuries are part of the game; it happens, and so it gives but it also opens doors for other people to get big opportunities and really show what they can do. So, I mean, I think we benefited from that. You know, out of the negatives from last year being injuries and stuff, I think we've taken some positives away from it, and you know, our experience has really shown through this season.
You guys have been great, obviously. Does beating all these top 25 teams like you have, maybe from a national perspective, do you believe that maybe adds some validity to what you all are able to do or have been doing?
You know, honestly, I don't really know. We just kind of came out, and we don't really look at rankings and stuff. You know, that's the different story. But we just come out, and you know, especially the Big 12 teams. You know, we know how dangerous and good they are, and we've been playing them for a long time, and so you know, we know what they're about, and we just want to come out and stay locked in. We don't really look at the rankings and stuff. I mean, we don't really ever talk or think about that kind of stuff. You know, we just kind of. We just worry about the next game and how we can score and how we can play our defense against them.
Levi, last time you played here, you had 4 points, 14 minutes against KU, pretty good production there. Talk about that game and just moving forward.
I mean, it was a big, exciting game. You know, everybody wants to beat KU, so it was just a different excitement, different kind of energy playing them against on your home court. So I think I came out very productive.
How is it maybe the progression, the natural progression of joining the program and getting ingrained in it and serving as a backup? Talk about your progression and just how you've been able to fit into the program so far.
I think I've fit in pretty well, but it's been a struggle sometimes. Sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad, but I mean, coming in with an older group, you learn a lot fast. So, like, I learned a lot from Dean, Barry. I learned a lot. Just, you know, I don't know.
When you come in for Mac or Dean off the bench, your eyes light up? Are you just eager to get out there?
Yeah, very eager to get out there. I love to play this game. I mean, who doesn't love to be in the game, do something, get in the game? So, I mean, it's very exciting to get out there.
Dean, playing zones, not something you guys have done a whole lot, but seemed pretty effective the other night against Texas. What was it like pulling that out of the hat?
You know, we've practiced it, you know, plenty of times before, and I think it was a nice change of pace. And the Texas game really kind of threw him off, and you know, we kept switching back and forth, man. And then we kind of, I don't know if it was confusing them or you know, just kind of held them up for a little bit. But I mean, it was big for us. Really changed was a big swing in the game for us, I think. You know, we got a few stops, 3 in a row or 4 in a row, I don't remember, in that zone. Then they called timeout, and I think they drew up a zone play, and we went back to man. And so, I mean, it was a big kind of energy swing, mood swing, I guess, for them, and it was really came out in our favor.
And you guys pride yourself on defense so much. There's no level of hurting your pride after go zone instead of playing man-to-man?
No, I mean, teams are going to scout you, see what you're doing in your man, and you know, you gotta I don't know, just gotta come back with something different, and you know, we changed it up, and you know, I think that was a big loop for them, you know, and it really played really well for us. And so you know, teams are smart, they're going to see what you do on defense, and you know, put in plays, offenses, different kind of things, especially right now. It's deep in the season, and they're going to scout you hard and make adjustments just as we got to make adjustments.
Dean, you had 5 guys, double figures at Texas for 2 games before that. Just what's been key for the team to develop that scoring balance?
I think ball movement, ball and player movement. You know, I think a few shots came from Cam, cut real hard down the middle, and 2 guys went to him, and it just kind of left a X or somebody open in the corner. And so a lot of it just has to do with energy, ball movement, find the open person, especially, you know, Barry's doing a great job when he drives the lane. Everyone's kind of sucks into him, and he's making the right passes out to Cam, X, all those guys. So, I mean, I think it's just ball movement really is the biggest key.
How important has that been in this run, the scoring balance, and kind of sustaining the success?
You know, it's been huge for us. You know, there'll be times where teams make adjustments, and you know, if Barry's scoring a lot, you know, they'll double him, trap him off ball screens, and that ball movement really hurts them because, you know, two guys guarding one person, somebody's open. So, you know, I think we're doing a great job finding the open person, the right passes, and knocking down shots helps us always. But I think we're just doing a great job finding the open person.
I know the West Virginia game started your guys' streak to come back there, but then you go to Iowa State and win there. How big was getting that win, do you think, as far as getting the ball rolling for you guys?
I think that was a huge win for us. Probably one of the biggest ones of the season, especially at their place. They're playing well. They're one of the top teams, and so beating them there was huge for us. But you know, it won't mean anything if we lose to them at home. So you know, we got to come out and really just battle, fight every possession, and hopefully come out on top.
How about the game before that? I know you weren't playing then, but what was going through your mind when you watched that comeback against West Virginia?
Man, it was awesome. We played the right kind of basketball. We were just moving, swinging the ball. The ball had energy, finding people, and it was amazing basketball. And then our defense was just, man, it was awesome to watch. You know, it was really like a defensive clinic. We came out, got some stops. People got out in transition, got some easy ones, and then we really just kind of turned up the defense a little bit, and it kind of threw them off a little bit. And after that point, there was no doubt in my mind that we could come back, especially, you know, at halftime. I don't think anybody had any doubt we couldn't come back. So I mean, it was a great game. The second half was beautiful, and we kind of fed off that through the rest of the season, and kind of been playing like that the whole rest of the Big 12.
Levi, did you kind of sense at that time that was going to lead to something like this, that big of a turnaround?
Yes, you know, coming back against West Beat, a tough team to beat. So we haven't beat them. Well, I haven't beat them my whole career. So knowing that, you know, we just beat them and kept it rolling. You know, it was good to beat them.
Levi, what are you instructed as far as technique-wise on making outlet passes and looking for the transition game?
You know, I've always made that pass growing up. I just always see the court when I get a rebound, get it to the guards, get on the transition, really.
I feel like you guys were blocking out well the other night, but just not going and making that retrieval in the first half on the glass.
Yeah, I mean, we boxed out. They're a very active and long team. You know, they have Jackson Hayes. You know, he's a big, tough matchup on the boards. You know, it was just balls wasn't bouncing the right way. You know.
Dean, you talked about some of the second half differences earlier. Is that more of a credit to maybe some halftime adjustments Coach Weber has been making these past couple games, or maybe just settling into the flow of the game, or maybe a combination?
You know, I think it's kind of a combination, but you know, all the credit's got to go to Coach Weber. You know, him coming in at halftime and you know, kind of making adjustments for us, helping us with adjustments, and also, you know, the players come out and, you know, some of the things they saw in the first half, you know, making just small adjustments that, you know, make big things happen in the second half, especially on defense. You know, a lot of teams play our backside guy tags, they skip it, and that kind of gets us every once in a while. But, you know, we made adjustments. Some people started sliding out early, and I think that really helped us. And we talked about that at halftime, stuff like that. So, you know, just small adjustments from the coaching staff and the players. I mean, it's just a combination of both.
And those are easier to make when you have a more experienced team.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Especially, you know, Barry, Cam, X, myself have all been through the fire before. And, you know, you got to make adjustments. So I mean, nothing's going to change. So, you know, I think, especially coming out of the second half, you know, the small adjustments throw teams off just for a little loop, and really helps us get our momentum going and really get into swinging things in a rhythm into the second half.
You can cut the success you guys have so many different ways, but as I count, it's the first time since 1977 that K-State has beaten each of its conference opponents one after another, after another, after another, and you've done that with all 9 conference opponents. What's the specialness, maybe the uniqueness in being able to do that, maybe the feeling of triumph and, you know, being able to knock off one after another?
I mean, it feels great. you know, every game in the Big 12 means so much, especially the race for the title is just so close, and you know, different things can happen, injuries, stuff like that. So I mean, every game is such a big game. You know, it's amazing for us that we came out and beat every one of the Big 12 teams once, and you know, to win a conference championship, you can't get swept by any team. And so, you know, we fought back. You know, Texas Tech almost swept us, but you know, we came back, fought hard, and got a win here. And, you know, so we just got to keep it rolling right now. We can't be satisfied. You know, we just got a few more games left in the Big 12. We just got to come out and battle each game and not look too far ahead, and just be focused on the next game.
You guys have big Valentine's Day plans?
Dean Wade.
Nope. Basketball practice.